Hey fellas, Mr. Brian No here, and there is a question that is tingling me all over. Can the bosses of Half Sword beat the Half Sword Gauntlet? Typically, as you rise up the gauntlet at the end of each tier, you will meet a boss that you must beat off to move up the tier and get closer to the ultimate challenge and defeating the Baron. Helmet Head, Bald Head, Heart Over Death, and the are just some of the bosses you will meet. But by using the Half Sword Enhancer mod, we can spawn in each boss and see how far they get in the gauntlet. 3 rules for this challenge. 1. Each boss gets 1 attempt. If they die or give up, we must move on to the next boss from the same tier. 2. I cannot fight to help the bosses. But, you know, if I distract an enemy or 2 here and there, so what? Sue me. Please don't. 3. If all bosses die, then I will start adding in extra bosses to help out. So, let's see if Half Sword's bosses can beat the Gauntlet and the Baron. Hopefully. Now, if we do a single one-on-one combat with a boss and a Beggar Willy, that wasn't what I was going to try and show you. But I guess that also exemplifies the point. Hey, you don't, hey, have a hand up in life, right? I'm so sorry. But what I was actually trying to show you is if I spawn in Helmet Head, I guess, early enough, as you can see, Willy there will immediately give up because of the way the surrender system works in this game. If the AI does not have a weapon, they immediately give up. So Helmet Head's just got him in the corner and is going to have his way with him. I don't think you're going to last that long. I don't know about you, but that stance right there doesn't exactly exemplify boss level material. But if we do throw Helmet Head into a carnage fight like this, where everybody has daggers, as you can see, they don't exactly resist him and he goes to work immediately. Okay, Willy, can you go away? Can you stop? I'm trying to watch Helmet Head's progress here. Okay, so Helmet Head has already taken out 1. Now he's moving on to the second one. And the second one's done. Yep, the second one's out, and he's on to the third. And this should immediately just clear it up. Hey, Willy, I'd look behind you. I'd look behind you, fella. I'd look behind you. Maybe I'm gonna try and get away so he has a chance to win this. I'm not too... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too... Yeah. I'm not too hopeful for his chances there. And so now, we are on to the Helmet Head versus Helmet Head fight, which is gonna be boss versus boss. I'm hoping to get a good win here for our Helmet Head. He looks a little shorter, but hey, you know, size doesn't matter. It's how you apply yourself, right? And he's already won. He has won. Helmet Head has won the first tier, but not exactly that major of an accomplishment. Helmet Head, how do you feel? I think he feels nothing. Okay, now we move up to the Peasant tier, which is gonna be a little bit more difficult for the bosses. All right, Helmet Head, get in there. Okay, he's got a pitchfork, which is immediately gonna pose problems for Helmet Head because he's gonna have that short range, and he's dead. And he's dead. He's immediately dead. He didn't even get a hit in. Okay, now that Helmet Head has died, we're going to move up to the second level boss, which is actually the Peasant boss. And he has got a scythe, and he's immediately going to work on Ho Willy here. Ho Willy has had his throat opened, and he's dead. And Scythe boss has won immediately. Beautiful. Stop, he's already down! Now, I will spice it up with a group fight every once in a while, but for the most part, I kind of want to leave this to one-on-one fights. We have Willy here with a billhook, and Peasant boss with the scythe. Again, he's got great range with that scythe, but if billhook closes in, God knows what will happen. And by what will happen, I mean disembowelment. Both a little bit too afraid to push in, but both definitely making some good swings here. Don't focus on me, because that's not gonna end well for you. I'm trying to maintain distance here. But, oh, we've got a hit there from normal Willy onto Peasant Boss's hand and his left forearm. But Peasant Boss is starting to take a bit more of the offensive now. Got him on the leg. Pushing in a bit more and more and more. Both still just getting in hits every once in a while, but most of them seem to be superficial. Both sides just wailing at each other. But yet, oh, and we got a beautiful hit there. Peasant Boss took him down with one clean hit to the face. Beautiful job, Peasant Boss. Now he is currently tweaking out a little bit there. This time we've got a hoe against the scythe, which kind of, I think, are equally matched a little bit. They both have some decent reach, and they only have that blade on the end, which already Hoe Willie has immediately dug his hoe into that. Oh, that was almost a massive hit from Hoe Willie. He's getting in some strikes, got in the arm and on the head. But, oh, Scythe Willie has popped him in the face there, and he is down. Scythe Willie wins yet again. And now Scythe Willie is taking on a small axe here, which I don't think will pose much issue unless... Oh, nope. Unless small axe can move in, and it doesn't look like he's moving in at all. Looks more like he is going to be moving into a coffin. 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 Okay, now we have Scythe versus Scythe. Scythe Willies are currently standing off. They've got their scythes hooked up. Ooh, definitely some big hits here, but not much. Our Willie did get a little pop there on his shoulder and on the head, and he's pushing in, and he's giving up. He's giving up. Our Scythe Willie has won. Beautiful. Beautiful job there, and he is moving up to the next tier, and again, he's tweaking out. I don't know what this is. What is that supposed to be? He's celebrating. It's like he's emoting on him. He's emoting on him. That's what he's doing. He's emoting on him. Now we move up to the commoner tier, having swords and short swords. Now, this tier, I do believe that actually Scythe Willie should be able to perform quite well, because he will have a reach advantage over everybody else. But if he lets them close in, Scythe Willie will be in for a world of hurt. But he's not in a world of hurt for this one. Takes down the... Alright, now fight 2. Here we go. Again, short sword versus that scythe, which is just not a good indicator for short sword Willie, because he will not have any reach at all against that scythe, and he's already cut in half. Fight number 3, Scythe Willie's on a roll right now, but again, all it takes is one cut from that sword to completely knock him out of this and move up to the next tier of bosses. But I've got faith in him right now. Right now, I've got a lot of faith. Again, some good back and forth here from the both of them. Swings, 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 but not much. That buckler's actually coming in quite handy for... Oh! Whoa! What just happened there? What just happened? Did he get a hit? Yeah, he's got blood on his sword. He got a hit on that one. Scythe Willie's done. Alright, now we get boss 3, which is probably going to be, again, a pretty big force to be reckoned with, but nothing. But nothing. Okay, so again, moving on. Now, I do have some doubts with Swordman Willie, because this one has no armor, and again, he has to push in close. He doesn't have that reach advantage as much as with the scythe, but that greatsword does have quite a lot of length. But again, it doesn't matter about length, but God does it help. Alright, okay, just 2 fights away from meeting himself at the boss tier, but he did get hit in the arm there. Don't focus on me, buddy. You've got bigger issues right in front of you. Again, Willie's attempting to push in. That buckler has already helped out Willie once. Stop focusing on me. Stop focusing on me. It's not going to end well, bud. Focus on him. That buckler's helped out once against Scythe Willie, but will it help out against long greatsword Willie? Again, they're just making some small probing hits back and forth. Nothing of too much note currently. Did get a strike there on the leg. It looks like Greatsword Willie is piecing him apart a bit, but not enough just yet. And that's a deafening blow there. Deafening blow for the green shirt Willie audience there. Not gonna end well here. He's definitely trying to push in. He's trying to get in. He's trying to close that distance with that falchion, but it's not really working out in his favor. He's getting just pieced apart here. Death by 1,000 cuts, some might say. Stop focusing on me. Again, just back and forth, back and forth. Hits, hits, hits. And that's another big hit there. But he's not down yet. He's got the heart of a fighter, and he's got the will to fight. But will the heart of a fighter defeat blood loss? I don't think so. But it might just... I mean, he's still staying up. He's cut up badly, and he's lost his falchion. Now he only has the buckler, which is saving him, but he's going to have to push in and hope to get a knockout here blow with the buckler. Not looking too good for him. And he has had his throat opened. And that is sadly the end of Green Shirt Willie. Probably our best fighter so far. Alright, now Carnage. It's going to be an interesting one, which I could argue is not exactly fair to him, but with the amount of guys around, it may help him out because they will get easily distracted with each other. Just like what's happening here with Red Shirt, who's just slowly encroaching on me. Okay, so now they're on top of each other. They're going at each other, sword v sword, long sword v long sword. But Red, or is that Salmon Shirt? Salmon Shirt is paying attention to me. A little bit, but now they're back on each other. I'm going to try and back away, give them some distance here. Some good little probing hits there from Salmon. But not enough. Oh! Beautiful cut there from Salmon onto the boss's stomach. But again, not enough to take him down. Both these guys got a lot of heart in this fight. But heart does not help it when a sword crashes into your throat. And he is done. Done, and he's just dragging the sword across him. He's already dead. Leave him be. Leave the other guys alone too. And now we get to Great Sword versus Great Sword. Now this one could go either way. Our boss Willie is a little shorter again. But still, I think that he's got enough fight in him to maybe take on that boss. Unless he gets a hit like that on the ear right there and across the throat. That was damning. Just damning. And he's dead. And he's coming for me. And he's going to crush open my skull. Alright, now the Great Sword is going to be going up against Boss 4, I believe. This is the Plansant, or the boss, which I absolutely despise, but I think he will perform extremely well in this Gauntlet, just purely due to the Plansant. But I have noticed that his boss AI is a little conservative, but that worked out perfectly there, driving it into his stomach. He's not going to have a tummy ache for the next 30 seconds. He emotes! He emotes! He emotes! Now we move up to the Militia tier, and this is the tier of the previous boss that we just saw. Alright, now we're gonna see Plansant versus Plansant. Now the slight advantage that our boss will have is he does have some shoulder armor, and he's got a lot of technique. Beautiful. This time he's going against a billhook, which could pose a little dangerous for him, as that billhook will outrange him, but it's not enough! Immediately in the gut. He's just slicing and dicing, moving up like it's nobody's business. The Plansant boss moves in. And again, now this guy, if he can close the distance, the buckler has been pretty useful against these bosses, I won't lie. The Willies seem to know how to use a buckler. But will that be enough to save him from the Plansant, which is damning for most people due to those nasty spikes on the end. Beautiful hit there in the artery, right in the armpit, but he's still fighting. No, it wasn't in the armpit, it was in the forearm, but it doesn't matter, he's down. And he's done. The buckler did not help. He is currently gone into the fetal position and is being stood over right now and having to crawl away. He emoted! Alright, now here we get a spear, which could be useful here. If he can just get that spear one good thrust right into the gut of Plansant boss, which is exactly what he's trying to do. But is it going to be enough? Doesn't look like it. That arm has been debilitated. And he's falling back. He's falling back. He's being pushed into the corner. He's dropped his weapon, but he's picked it up in the other hand. And he's attempting to make a move here. Trying to get a good thrust in, but again, I just don't think it's going to be enough. He's been forced into that corner, and that's a damning hit in the head there. But yet he's still staying up. They don't call him a knucklehead for nothing. But certainly, a cracked skull won't stop him. But enough of it will. Oh, beautiful pop there, right in the head. Got him back in the corner. And I think he's dropped the weapon. He should be surrendering soon. Cracked skull yet again, and he's dead. Alright, Plansant man. Time to go up against two other Plansants and a axe, it looks like. Now this Plansant is distracted, which leaves him with only two, but that Plansant is gunning for him, and both guys are. Shield man is down. Trying to just maintain them. We've got three Plansants on the field. And it looks like our boss may be a little tired. He looks a little woozy. I don't know about you guys, but he's not looking like he's performing at peak capacity. I think that hit, whatever it did to him, gave him a bit of blood loss, and he's a bit woozy. But they have taken out one of the other Plansants. But now he's distracted. Oh, that almost got him there. What will they do here? Again, one shot will completely decide the course of this battle. It looks like they just kind of lock up, size each other up, looking for hopefully an ending hit here. But we've not found it just yet. This is an issue that I've seen with AI when they get into Plansant battles. They seem to go back and forth until one drops their Plansant and he is out. And here we are, Plansant versus Plansant. Now again, one big hit here will do them in, but I'm hoping for a long tactical battle here. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Our boss has already taken a hit in the eye, but he seems not to be woozy as much as last time. He's got a shorter advantage, which actually will help him out a bit with getting some straight thrust into the other boss's gut. But he's trying to get those hits. Tall boss is aiming for a knockout blow. Our boss looks like he's trying to find a straight thrust in. But he's also making some good hits. Got him in the armpit there, which will make him a little woozy. They locked up there. Beautiful back and forth. Blood is flying through the air. It is a tense battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Both just keep getting locked up. This feels like I'm watching two expertly skilled chess players just go back and forth, both making small tactical hits, trying to just knock out the other. But it just doesn't look like it's enough. Oh! That is not good for our boss there. Just took a little hit there in the leg. But it doesn't look like it's knocked him out just yet, but he looks a little bit more woozy than he was before. His steps have gotten a little bit more sluggish. He got a good hit in the leg there. And at the chest and in the head. He's definitely making some advancements there. The other boss is not pushing the advantage. Oh, beautiful hit there in the side. Beautiful hit there in the side. That is a straight kidney shot. That does not look pretty for the other boss. Hitting the leg. He's only controlling the Plansant by one hand, which can still be dangerous, but it doesn't look like it's going to play to his favor here. He is really backed up here. If he can get some wild hits here, he may be able to defeat him, but it doesn't look that good for him. And that's another hit in the arm. Our boss is aiming to try and take out that other arm to make him surrender. But again, he's hobbling forward, hoping to just drive probably one of those spikes into our boss's legs. They can get some lucky hits in here. Nope, and he's dropped the weapon, but now he's pulled out an axe, which will certainly possibly turn the tide in his favor, but we will have to close that distance, which I just don't believe is possible. That's a hit to the neck. I'm unfortunately having to say this. It just looks like it's a matter of time. Slicing, and giving up. Beautiful. The Plansant boss has beaten the Plansant boss and is moving on to the next tier. He's now hurting him. Stop hurting him. This is just sickening. Stop it. And now we move up to the soldier tier. Now this could pose some issues for the Plansant boss. And here we have our first fight. Now, of course, the Plansant boss will be able to benefit from having the Plansant, but the other guys will have a bit more armor, so gut shots will not be as common in this tier. But still, he could get into the groin, could get into the legs, and as well a nasty knockout blow may benefit the Plansant boss. But I have to say, the Plansant boss has played considerably more conservative than the prior bosses. Definitely trying to just slowly whittle down his enemies, just like that. And now we have a spear and a arm shield, which certainly could prove very advantageous for this Willy going against the boss, if he can just get a straight thrust right into the gut. But it doesn't look like that, and it looks like he's slowly just bleeding out through the neck, and he's dead. And he's thrown a spear. It is spinning like a blade now. Alright, now the boss is going against an axe, which could pose not too great, but his throat's already open. I keep really hyping you guys up, but you're just disappointing me yet again and again. Here we are, the next fight. Again, arm shield and a short spear, which could be good, but not good enough. Again, in the neck. Ooh, now here we do get a long spear, which could... I'm not even going to say anything at this point. I'm shutting up. The next fight, I'm not saying a single word. He's just going to kill him immediately. He just got a push up. Exactly. 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 And now here we get the soldier boss, which I do believe... I don't know about you, but my money is really on the Plansant boss. if he just closes in that distance, if he tries to stay far away from that halberd, it certainly would knock him out and knock him silly. And again, those thrusts from that halberd will be deadly if he can just get straight into the Plansal boss's stomach. Again, which it looks like that's the strategy the soldier boss has taken, trying to get massive overheads or just thrusting. While Plansal Willie seems to just be aiming to try and get a straight knockout blow. But he is trying to thrust every once in a while, which I don't understand that strategy. He could be trying to aim for those hips or maybe one of his armpits. But it looks like this is just a calculated battle back and forth, trying to probe each other, trying to see which one will fall first. And it looks like, I don't know. Both are equal right now. Does look like there's more damage on the Plansal boss. Oh, that's a deafening hit. He is done. He is out. He is out. Is he getting back up? He might be getting back up. He's done. He's dropped his weapon. He's completely given up. The soldier boss has won this. He is not done. He is not out. He's not out. He's still got his axe. The Plansal boss is still trying to win this. He's got the heart of a fighter. He's got the will to fight, and he's currently going to have a halberd knocked into his system. Can he pull this out of his ass? I don't know if it's possible. He's got to close that distance, and I just don't believe it's going to be possible at this point. He's got to get that axe into an open spot, and it looks... No. He's done. He's done. He's not getting up. I think that's the end of him. That's the end of him. Or so I thought! He is back up! He's back up! He's pushing in, and his throat is open. Is he? Yeah, he's screaming. He's screaming. He's screaming now. Now we have Soldier Boss versus Soldier Boss, which looks like it's probably going to be a slog between the two to try and get a straight knockout hit. Which again, we have seen that, oh, beautiful hit in the back there. We have seen that the shorter bosses tend to perform a little bit better. They've got a little bit more leverage when getting those downward hits on the head. I don't know. Could Halberd Boss here pull off what Plansal Boss could not? Short Soldier Boss is again just trying to make little encroachments here. And that looks like a damning hit. He has been hit on the armpit, and the Soldier Boss cannot even beat the other Soldier Boss. That is the end of him. I don't believe he's getting up. I believe the blood loss has gotten to him. He is out. I can't say I'm not surprised. Can't say I'm not surprised. Now we get the Veteran Boss versus the Soldier Boss. Now the Veteran Boss has one big weakness, which is that top of the head. Any overhead strikes that aim for that head immediately will knock him out. But he does have that great big full body Pavash shield and a mace, which could pose advantageous against pushing against this halberd, as long as he stays in close. But if he does not, the Soldier Boss might immediately knock him out, which looks like that's what's happened. He's done. The Soldier Boss has won yet again. He's thrown his mace in the air. He has given up entirely. And now we have moved up to the Man-at-Arms boss, because clearly the Soldier Boss seems to be almost a bit too much for either tier. I can't say that I'm not shocked, which it looks like the Soldier Boss might even win this one. He's just throwing absolute knockout blows here and there. It's blow after blow. Feel like I'm watching the Johnny Depp film Blow in theaters now. Again, he just got a... What the hell? Are you serious? How inadequate are these bastards? Is he get... Wait. Is he getting back up? Nope. He's just giving up. No. I cannot believe this. And now we move up to the Night Boss, which has the most armor and maybe has the best chance to win this fight. I cannot believe that we're already having to use the Night Boss. But Again, if that soldier boss throws an absolute knockout blow here, with that halberd on the top of that head, even the night boss will not be able to resist. Both guys trying to find a way through, take each other out. Beautiful hit there from the night boss. Gotten him in the side there, but it's not enough. It's not enough. He's using that shield well, which he damn well better, or else he's gonna take that knockout hit like he just got a little tap on the head there. Ooh, his halberd has gotten stuck a little bit there, but still, it does absolutely nothing. Beautiful! Beautiful! It did do something! The night boss finally beat the soldier boss. Got a straight stab into that armpit. Soldier boss is ecstatic. He's stomping. I cannot believe that we are at the veteran tier and we're already having to use the night boss. But again, that's the way the game goes. Now here, again, I am expecting to see some quick results here from the night boss. Some big hits, some big knockdowns. But again, since he does not have a polearm, might not take them out as quick as the other guys would have. But that axe still is pretty nasty. I don't know if I'm completely confident that the night boss will beat this tier. And I'm not saying like the boss of this tier. I don't know if the night boss will beat the average Willy of this tier. It's not looking promising. I feel like an MLB, you know, scout sort of looking at his prospect and just kind of going, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's like I've got my guy out there and it's just not. He's like a racehorse. And I'm just kind of I'm not feeling confident about it. I mean, one strike definitely could win it for him, and he does have a lot of armor, and I don't think he'll lose, especially against this guy, but still, how long is it going to take him to knock him out? I should have set time limits for this. Please die so I can change the rules. Why did I set these rules? This is terrible. Fight it out, boys. Duke it out. You're not. He's completely distracted with me, and you're not even doing anything. You're not even throwing a strike. No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. I cannot believe the inadequacy here. I cannot believe the inadequacy here. My racehorse has completely fallen apart. He's old. He's got a limp leg. He's stupid. He doesn't know how to run too well. My investment has completely just blown up into my face. Fight! Fight! For Christ's sake, fight! Oh, there you go. Good hit. Good hit. Okay, that's what we want. We want some strikes like that. Want to see some action. The people came here for a gladiatorial combat style fight. They didn't come here to see two guys just kind of I'm watching two geriatrics fight it out. How long is it? This fight's gone on for like literally 6 minutes. Most fights, less than a minute. Okay. Alright, listen, it has gone on for far too long. I'm bending the rules. I am calling this a loss. I am calling this fight a loss on the night boss. The fact that he has that much armor, has an axe, and that big a damn shield, and he cannot beat this small tiny Willy with his effing little hammer. I think that's a loss. That is a loss, and I'm calling it here. We are going to start helping out the bosses by spawning in another boss. Starting with the boss one, Helmet Head. Helmet Head's coming in. Gonna try to assist here a bit. Might not be able to assist. But do you see this? Do you see this? He was in here for what? 10 seconds? 10 seconds. Don't you try and hit him at the end. Try and act like, yep. Just gonna finish him off here. No, you're not helping. All right, Night Boss and Helmet Head back to back. These two, I think, should be unstoppable. We've got a lot more force from Helmet Head, and of course the defense from Night Boss, who can push in and attract a lot of attention. Sort of tank it. And it looks like he did get a kill there. Took out the guy's arms, but he's still fighting, and Helmet Head got a nasty hit there in the head. Night Boss, help him out, brother. Help him out a little bit. Help out your friend here, big guy. He's got a dagger. He's slicing up Helmet Head a little bit there, and they've got their axes intertwined. I cannot believe the fact that this guy with an effing dagger... Helmet Head's given up. He's on the ground crying. He's now just fallen on the ground. He's crying. I cannot believe this. Night Boss, can you please take him out? Throw in another Helmet Head. I'm throwing in another Helmet Head. This Helmet Head might help out. Just throw in another one. Maybe he'll get a nasty blow here. That reminds me of that hit Johnny Depp Blow movie. What a classic piece of cinema in summers. In cinemas now. Okay, he disarmed him, and he's got an effing mace. What do you have Snoopy's doghouse in your pockets? It's like they knock out a weapon from his hands, and he's just got another one. He just pulls another one out of his ass. And he's taking hits to the head like nobody's business. Guy is making CTE look like a joke. Look like a joke right now. Alright, well they took him out. They finally got him down on the ground. Which, took 2 Helmet Heads and a Night Boss. So the next tier, we're gonna do level 2, so the Scythe Boss and the Night Boss. Alright, so now we have Scythe Boss and the Night Boss. As Helmet Head did not exactly prove himself too much worthy there. Which is, I think, what we'll do from now on. If one dies, we'll just keep throwing in more Scythe Bosses until they beat the Willy. We're not stopping. We're gonna keep going, because I don't believe the Night Boss will ever lose, just purely due to the amount of armor that he has. Just throw in another one. Throw in another Scythe Boss. Throw in another one. It's just kind of like too many cooks in the kitchen. There we go. They got him. Yet again, another win for the Night Boss and his entourage of medieval peasants. They're all emoting. Alright, so Night Boss and Commoner Boss, which could actually be a pretty good combination. You're going to have a lot of DPS from the Commoner Boss with that big greatsword, and the defense from the Night Boss, which I think might be a very good pairing if the Night Boss will draw his attention. These guys are not working well together. They're working as well as a unified Balkan nation. Back and forth, just some small hits here and there, but again, no big blows. I think that armor is really, really helping out these Willies, and I think it's a testament to how strong a normal Willy is against these bosses. The bosses really aren't doing too great, frankly speaking. I honestly am starting to think that the Night Boss is a detriment to the team, and I think we would actually see better work with 2 Commoner Bosses than with the Night Boss. Because the Night Boss is taking the guy's attention and taking a slot of fighting that could be better used with even a Commoner Boss. I think for the next fight, I'm going to test that theory. We might just completely remove the Night Boss and just see the Commoner Bosses fight it out. Throw in another Commoner Boss. Throw in another one. All right, we've got 2 Commoner Bosses and a Night Boss. Let's see if the Commoner Bosses can do something. I am noticing that the Commoner Bosses are adopting the half-sword grip, which would be useful against armor if they actually knew how to use it. They're not exactly thrusting. Okay, maybe I even... you know what? I'm already seeing how well the Commoner Bosses are performing. I think the next fight we might just throw in 2 Plancon Bosses. I think they would actually perform considerably better than this. Well, they finally opened his throat. There he is choking. Finally got him. Again, Night Boss, don't throw in a hit afterwards. You did absolutely nothing in this fight. Give me 2 Plancon Bosses. I actually think the Plancon Bosses will perform considerably better. Look! 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 They've already made him scream! Look! I cannot believe this. They are doing so much better. They are doing considerably better. Get a good hit there. Open up that bastard's throat. Take him out, fellas. Knock him silly. Knock him silly. Knock him silly. This is just, listen. This is just beautiful. They're making him spark out of his groin. This is considerably better. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. Again, it could have been a fluke. Could have been a fluke. Maybe it was. Doesn't look like it, though. Does not look like it, though. Again, the Planson is just so overpowered that even when in the AI's hands, it's just going to do some nasty hits. Look at that. Open his throat. He's done. He's out. Cold. Again, these guys are just doing a pretty damn good job. We won't use them again and again. We'll probably maybe spice it up, send in the soldier boss. Because I do want to see how he performs. But we'll let these guys knock out this guy. And he's given up. So much quicker than the night boss. The night boss is just inadequate. For the sake of diversity, we'll just throw in the soldier boss and see how he does. The soldier boss does have that halberd, which again will play some pretty nice distance with the enemy here. But again, will it be as good as the Planson? I don't know. He's got the other halberd boss backed into a corner, but the other halberd boss just grabbed him by the chest and he's dead. He's killed one of them already. It's like the AI's intelligence hit the Planson, went, I'm completely sane, to now it is just rock eating. The bosses, I don't think, can actually win this. I think it really has to do with the armor. The armor has completely foiled the majority of the boss's wins. When they're going against another Willy with armor, it all falls apart. Because they've really got to aim for flesh damage. They just can't get one good hit. Which is very interesting to see. Every once in a while they'll get that big pop. But not that often, it looks like. I mean, look, Willy is currently debilitated on the ground. And he disarmed him. He disarmed him. I cannot believe if he wins this. If he wins this. He's on the ground. Just take him out. He's on the ground. Just take him out. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just take him out. He's crawling away from you. Just take him out. There you, thank God. Okay. Knight, you get one more chance. You get one more chance to redeem yourself. 2 knights versus... Yes! That's what I want to see! Yes, baby! Yes, baby! That's what I want! But again, what did I say? They can only knock these guys out when it comes to flesh damage. Why are you guys standing like that? Fellas? Fellas? That tier felt like I was in purgatory. I honest to God thought that I was in purgatory in that tier. That was hell. How do we approach the rest of this? Okay, this time, level 1 bosses, but there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them, which I do think with these guys, they could get a big hit here on the head. Again, 1 strike, they're dead, but maybe they might do something? They might do something. Come on, helmet heads. Don't let me down. You've outperformed the soldier boss. You've outperformed the knight. You guys got the heart of a fighter. Come on. The will to the fight. Rising up to the challenge of a fighter. Rising up. Getting blows after blows. Reminding me of the hit Johnny Depp movie. This video is sponsored by Blow. In theaters now. One of the bosses has already been killed. The other boss is currently being worked on. They've not gotten a single good hit in. They have not gotten a single good hit in. I cannot believe this. I'm astounded. The other guy just gave up! He just gave up! He didn't even get attacked, he just gave up! This other guy is only using the axe with 1 hand and he hasn't given up yet. You're just falling over. And this guy's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Opened his throat. 2 man-at-arms bosses. These guys have pole axes, which will do some devastating blunt damage. But again, will they be able to hit hard enough to do that? It just doesn't look like the AI can hit hard enough at all to do any noticeable knockout damage. I'm realizing a damning fact here. These bosses are too inadequate to actually win fights. They've gotten this far, but I don't think they can get farther. Unless we just use... Okay. I know, fellas, I'm gonna have to call an audible here. I'm throwing in a yellow flag. I'm pulling out the red card. I'm saying hang on a minute, because I'm gonna have to pull out an audible here. There is only 1 boss that has a chance to win this. Planson, go for him, boys. This is the only tier that I think actually actively has a chance to win this. Look at that! Already! The only way that the damn AI can win this is by cheesing it, by using the Plansant. That's it. They are too inadequate with every other weapon. A caveman can win the half-sword gauntlet with the Plansant. Look at that! It's the only one that does knockout power. It's the only one that they actually get a knockout hit in. They're just beating him brutally on the ground, and they won, and they've got it in his mouth, and now they're just standing there. He's emoting on him. Throw him into a carnage. Throw him into a carnage. Boys, go for him. Go for him, boys. Get him, boys. Lot going on here. Lot going on here. I've got 19 FPS. I've got 20 FPS. He's somehow killed him. And they somehow killed him every time they're killing them off screen. That's how good they are. The other guys, I stand around for 6 minutes and they still don't win. And he's done. And he's done. They're taking turns hitting him on the ground. And now he's just dragging him with the spikes in his throat. I wish that it worked out better. I wish that I didn't have to do this. Look at them! Look at them! Look at them! They're unstoppable! They're unstoppable. Okay, maybe let's try and diversify it a little. 4, 5, and 7. The bosses are going against him, attempting to knock him out. Again, this guy does have a much longer poleaxe, which will not be too nice to these fellas if he can get some good leverage and knock him out. But again, the Plansant is going to work. If the Plansant delivers the killing blow here. And it looks like the poleaxe has actually knocked the guy's poleaxe out of his hands. That's a hell of a sentence to comprehend. Give me another Plansant. Plansant, go for him. Go for him, Plansant. I can't believe how long this has been taking. This has taken me longer than if I decided to beat the damn gauntlet by myself. Throw in another one. Throw in another one. Throw him in. We've got 3 Plansant bosses. And I actually do think the other bosses, besides the Plansant, are a detriment to the team because they're blocking up the ability to actually get a hit on the guy. He is locked in that corner. There's just too many. I've got 13 FPS right now. And he somehow has taken out one of the bosses. This is such a shit show. This is terrible. Just take him out! For Christ's sake! I'm watching an effing PowerPoint slideshow here. He's winning. He's winning. Okay. No. He just won. I was just about to give up. He just won. I cannot believe this. They're all emoting. Okay, I'm reevaluating my strategy after this. We've reached the night tier. There's only one way. Listen, we'll get more diverse when we get to the ultimate challenge, but I honest to God think I'm going to have to just Plansant it all the way. Take them out, boys. Again, I think it's because it seems like the Plansant bosses are more likely to do big overhead strikes, and they have the most control of their weapon, which is why I think the other bosses are just not able to compete. Because to beat fully armored willies, you need to get knockout blows. It's not enough to try and aim for the fleshy bits, especially for the AI, because they just don't have the control that a human player could have, and they're all emoting. Good hit right there in the back. And as well, when it does come to flesh damage, it looks like the Plansant, because of all those spikes, it offers so much more ability and chances for flesh damage to happen. Beautiful. Take him out, boys. Take him out, 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 out. Beautiful hit. Beautiful, and he's already done. He's already out. He's already done. Very nice, guys. But look at him, just hammering away at him. Okay, fellas. This is what we've trained for. Go to work, show that damn night boss who is the real boss. Speaking of real boss, talk about a boss of a movie. Blow with Johnny Depp. If they can just get one good hit in, that would be the end of him. He's locked up with that Willy. And he's dropped his axe. He's dropped his axe and he's pulled out a sword. Again, he is losing weapons. If he loses that sword and the dagger, he'll have to surrender, but it looks like he might be dead before then. He is swinging wildly. This feels like I'm watching the last stand of a samurai, just being slowly gunned down by modernity. What an effing metaphor there, Zach. Beautiful hit there in the back of the head, but he's still going. You gotta commend him here. And he's taken out one of the Planson Willies. I cannot believe this. They've got to go save their friend. He is putting up a damn fight. And they're just not pushing in. He keeps getting his Planson locked behind the other Willy. They're just not really doing enough. They're not doing enough. They got to get those big hits in. And they're just not getting it in. And it looks like he's just slowly piecing them apart. He only has his dagger out now, which will be advantageous for these Willies. If he loses that, then that's game over for him. But still, they've got to make him lose it. And he's knocked away the Planson from another guy. This is a far more tense fight than I thought it would be. But little knock there. If he can just, come on, push. He has pulled out his buckler and he seems to be trying to go into fisticuffs here. But I just don't think that's going to be enough. And he's got a hit. He's got a hit. He got him in the armpit, I believe. He got him in the armpit there. I was kind of zoning out there. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about YouTube Shorts. But there, he got him, and they won a very sloppy fight. And they did lose a Willy, but they did win. And I don't think this would have been pulled off by any other tier, frankly speaking. Now, I actually have a theory. I have a theory about this Ultimate Challenge. I think it's going to be easier than it normally is for me. I think that it actually will go relatively quickly, purely due to the fact that we'll have multiple Willies out there in the field. And what I will do is I will continue to add Willies as need be. So they've got to get through this. First guy, again, now these guys will have a lot of space here. And for the most part, these opening fights won't be too difficult. The only thing I'm worried about is my computer catching on fire. And then being a little bit too timid, but he's done. Beautiful. They take him out. And the next guy is spawned in. Wonderful. They're moving along. Now, the way that the Ultimate Challenge works, again, is each tier will come in. So now we've got the Commoner tier. And then after this, we will have the Militia tier, which is right there. And it looks like we have a spear. And these guys are just breezing through it. Let me get in the light here a little bit. Beautiful hit there in the arm, and he's done as well. Now we've got a 2v3 here, but again, these Plansons should make short work of them. I'm not too worried when it comes to these guys until we get to the final tiers when we start facing 4 knights in a row. Beautiful hit there in the throat. He is done, and that guy in the back is done as well. And my frames are starting to die. They're going to work on him back there. A little bit. He's focused on me. Hey, that's his fault. He shouldn't focus on me. He shouldn't focus on me. That's his fault. Okay, now they're going for him. Beautiful. Beautiful hits. Take him down. Overheads. Just take him down. Just take him down, fellas. Get all those blows in. Huh, below. That reminds me of something. And now here we get a 3v3. Now again, the armor is going to start picking up, and the quality of the troops are going to start picking up, which could not be great. And we have one of our own dead. One of our own just died there. I don't know if you saw that. He just absolutely disintegrated right there. And now we have 2. We'll start to replenish them with other bosses just to kind of throw in a little bit of more excitement here. We'll throw in an extra guy when one of them starts to die, and he's already dead. All right, Scythe Man, go to work. I think we will really see the importance of armor in the Ultimate Challenge, which I think is honestly the make or break it with the Ultimate Challenge. If you don't have armor, buddy oh boy. If you don't have armor or a Planson or a billhook, well, have fun getting your balls crushed. And the Scythe Man is already down. This is just hellacious. They're trying. They're damn well trying to knock him out, but it's just not enough. And he's taken him down. The Commoner boss has taken down this other Willy. And now we just have one left before moving up. I believe this was the veteran tier. And we'll move up to the man-at-arms tier. Beautiful hits, beautiful hits. They're getting some nasty ones in. And they've taken him down. Beautiful. No, they haven't. Can you guys, come on. There we go, and he's done. And now we get 3. It looks like 3 man-at-arms? Yes, I believe. And they are going to work. It looks like they've already taken down 1. Gonna do a little bit of slow-mo every once in a while. Just purely because we are dropping frames like crazy. And this fight will crash. He has taken him out over there to the left. And it looks like this guy in the middle is starting to give up. And the commoner boss is taking on the poleaxe by himself. Going to full speed here. Oh, that is a nasty hit on the commoner boss, and he is down. He is down and dirty. But he's not out. He's getting up. He's getting up. He just took a straight hit to the head, and he's dead. No, he's not. He's intimidating him. He's letting him know who's boss. He's standing in front of him, letting him know that he's not going to go down without a fight or an open throat. But he's getting back up yet again. Cannot deny the heart of this man. He may be kneeling on the ground. He may not know where he is. He may have extreme internal damage. But my good golly, he is fighting like a real warrior. Hit my mic. Other than getting lucky, and the commoner boss just gave up. Not great. And it looks like this boss is getting woozy, and he's down. Beautiful. Another Plancon. Oh god, okay, we have 20 FPS. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot of slow-mo here, purely because otherwise it's just not gonna be any bueno. That Plancon boss is having to take on 3 by himself, and these 2 are having to take on 1. But he is keeping them at bay, strangely enough. Him over there, look at him. He's keeping them at bay, and he's took out 1! Or at least debilitate him in a little bit there. And these guys can't even take out a single one. And they have, again, immediately, egg on my face. What does mrzacnono know? Exactly nothing. Again, just slowly trying. Beautiful, he's taken down, and now we've got a 3-on-1. Now that should just be a matter of time to take out this guy. And they've taken out his mace, but now it looks like he probably will pull his sword here. Unless he's just gonna be dragged down. Beautiful hits, and he's down. Beautiful. He is down and out for the count. Good night. Good night. And the Baron is here. It is already Baron time. All right, well, let's see here. And immediately, one of the Plancons is dead. I didn't expect the Baron to be that good. One of the Plancons is already dead. And the other one's dead. It is a 1v1 here. No, he's not. He's not dead yet, but he's definitely getting there. He's definitely getting there. He's trying to distract him a little bit to hopefully get his friend to get a nice little knockout blow here. Blow, the movie. And we're just looking for that takedown, looking for it. Looking for that one good hit. We've only got 1 Plancon on the field, and that was a little tap there on the head. It looks like the Baron's really focused on the buckler guy. I think it's because he's taunting him so much getting into his face. Which, frankly speaking, he'd be better off focusing on the other Plancon. As if that Plancon is gone, damn well, that's going to be the end of these guys. And it almost took him down there. Boss 5, get in there and help him out. Help him out, Boss 5. Now, he actually might pose a big issue to the Baron because he does have that halberd. And if he can get a big overhead hit here, it might do some good. But it doesn't look like he's doing anything. It looks like, again, the Plancon has they've knocked it out of his hands. The halberd knocked it out of his hands. Wonderful, but now he's got that great big greatsword, which is going to be damning for the Plancon bros. Because he will be a little bit more agile with it, and he will get some cutting damage on these fellas, which it looks like he's already opening up to doing. He's got that sword between his thighs. Not enough though. Not enough though. I am actually very surprised that the buckler Plancon boss has survived this long. He's gonna immediately cut him in half, isn't he? He immediately took him down. As soon as I said that, he broke his leg and he's dead. Plancon, go in and help him out. Hey, oh, good hit there from the halberd. Looks like he got him in the back of the leg, which could be an advantage of the halberd. He's got a lot more slicing damage. If he can get a thrust into the back of that leg, That would do something. Come on, Plant Saw Bros. Good hit! Beautiful hit! Beautiful hit! And the Baron's done! He's done! That is the end of it! He has won, and they immediately surrendered? Well, there you have it, fellas. Is it possible for half swords bosses to beat the Gauntlet? If you cheese it, and if you abuse the Plant Saw, yes. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to my members. I'll see you all again, and we'll probably do something actually similar to this next time. I think we might do the Baron trying to go through the entire tiers. But regardless, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye, everybody.